There are two main ways to produce ginger. One is through traditional means, which is you get the rhizome itself. This is what you normally get in the grocery store. The first thing you need to do is make sure you sterilize it. Sterilization is one of the key points for producing and starting your ginger. Once you sterilize it, you let it cure for a day or two, then you're ready to propagate it. Normally, you can cut these pieces, which Julia is doing right now, into about 30 to 40 gram pieces, or if you don't have a scale, have at least 3 to 5 growing points. These little nodes you'll see. A lot of times they'll have green or red tips. If you got at least 3 of those on each of your pieces, you should get a full plant that'll come up. And what we like to produce the ginger in is coconut coir. This is very important. What's so important about coconut coir is that it is very airable. Once you plant ginger into this, it allows porous flow of air, water, and it also holds water retention real. And then also, it helps with disease prevention and pest prevention. We like to soak it in water. So you can soak it, and with the fresh coconut block, after about 10 minutes, it'll break down into this powder. And then the way we prepare the trays is we put a small layer of coconut coir on the bottom, then we'll put our actual ginger pieces themselves on top, and then at the very end, we'll cover it. And then the only thing you have to worry about from this point on is just adding water. This is the traditional way of which we produce ginger. We have since then, through our research, went from traditional ways to produce ginger to 100% tissue culture. With tissue culture, we can mass produce a lot of ginger seedlings. Not only can we mass produce a lot of seedlings, but we can also produce disease-free seedlings. With tissue culture seedlings, it goes through a similar process. Instead of us using coconut coir, we like to use a mix of Metro Mix and compost at a ratio of 2 parts Metro Mix to 1 part compost. Seedlings that we plant from tissue culture are normally about 4 inches tall. They have at least 3 to 4 true leaves, and then they also have fibrous roots. So once you have those established, they're ready to plant. We plant in these yellow crates because they have holes in it and give good aeration, good flow of water and air. And then the most important part about these seedlings is that once we do get them planted, we have to put them underneath shade cloth. If you take a peek into the greenhouse, you'll see we got this black shade cloth. And this will help them, what we like to call, acclimate to the environment. After about 2 to 3 weeks of these seedlings growing in the shade cloth, they should be a little bit bigger than what they are. And if you look at this crate Dr. Young has in front of him, we actually planted this about a week ago.
Exactly 1 week.
Exactly 1 week ago. So it still has another 2.5 weeks to grow into the shade cloth. And once they grow into the shade cloth, then we can remove them and put it on top of the bench. And ideally, after another month, they'll be ready for transplanting, if we were transplanting.